Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, presenting the 11th hour show for us today, please give a warm welcome to Jo Whiley.
Lecture room, and there'll be about 50 people there, and it'll be very intimate and cosy. It's very intimate and very nice, but there's a hell of a lot of you out here. I hope you're all having a fantastic time. What an amazing weekend it is for any Doctor Who fan, and what a great event that we're all here at. I come to you today, I spoke to the producer of the show last night, and he was saying, I don't know whether you know anything about Doctor Who, and I went, yeah, no, I do. And he said, yeah, but I bet you don't know the directors of all different episodes. And I went, no, I don't, actually. So I'm sure a lot of you out there do know all those kind of facts. So just to let you know that I'm just a fan of Doctor Who, and it's been in my life all the time. It really has, just from being a kid. When I went to university and I had no friends and I didn't know what to do with myself, I joined the Doctor Who Appreciation Society. And I was the only girl there, and I loved every second. We just used to go around to each other's houses and watch old Doctor Who episodes. It was great. So yeah, I'm just here as a fan of Doctor Who, much like all of you, I suspect. So we're going to be joined now by a whole load of people who are very, very important to Doctor Who. The first person I will introduce on stage is the producer of Doctor Who for the last 2 years, and the man who's produced tonight's episode. So please welcome Sir Marcus Wilson. We're terribly a long way away. This is awful. The next man who's going to come out on stage is the man who for the past 4 years has been the show's lead writer and executive producer. It is the one and only Mr. Stephen Moffat. It's like a real-life superhero. Look at the love of Stephen Moffat. Next, playing Clara Oswald, who's recently been revealed as the girl who saved the Doctor in all his incarnations. Please welcome Jenna Coleman. Taking us all on a grand tour of the universe for the past 4 years. Please welcome the 11th Doctor himself, Mr. Matt Smith! Well, can I sit comfortably? Good. So before we start asking about all your work and your roles on the show and your appreciation, we saw the amazing drama on BBC Two about the origins of the show. What did you think about that? Matt, let's ask you about it first of all.
About Adventures in Space and Time?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I thought it was a wonderful piece of drama actually. I thought, yeah, it was just really sort of interesting for me as a doctor. I felt it, I was quite moved by it actually. And,
can you imagine in 50 years' time them making a show about you and about your role in it?
Well, that's what's sort of amazing, and you go, wow, I'm part of that thing that we're still engaging with. And I mean, even having a photo call with some of the other doctors today, we were stood there and we went, wow, isn't it amazing that 50 years on, it's still going?
It is,
yeah, really proud, and just great work from Mark and all the team. Really.
Yeah. Stephen, what did you think of it?
Oh, that was glorious. The thing that I sort of expected to like the best were all the recreations of the old episodes, because I'm that tragic. But the thing that I found sort of most exciting was its beautiful evocation of an era, of a completely different kind of Britain. You know, not that the 60s haven't really started, it still feels post-war and rather bleak. And to think that Doctor Who was cradled in that world, was created for that audience, unimaginably different from us, and yet the same show works in the same way for our Britain those people couldn't even have imagined. That is the stuff of immortality. That's remarkable.
Let's take a look at a clip from the very first programme. So we're going to watch now a little bit of The Unelderly Child.
You thought you saw a young girl into the yard, you imagine you heard her voice. You believe she might be in there. It's not very substantial, is it?
Why won't you help us?
I'm not hindering you. If you both want to make fools of yourselves, I suggest you do what you said you do. Go and find a policeman.
Or you nip off quietly in the other direction.
Something. There's only one way in and out of this yard. I shall be here when you get back. I want to see your faces when you try to explain away your behavior to a policeman.
Nevertheless, we're going to find one. Come on, Barbara.
What are you doing out there?
She is in there. Who's the dog? Barbara, what do you
Wonderful stuff, wonderful stuff. Kind of makes you tingle when you watch that, doesn't it? Steve, as you watch that back, how do you feel when you watch that clip back?
I've seen that clip so many times. I've seen that episode so many times. I love it on Earth the Child. I think all the great ideas are there. All the great ideas that drive Doctor Who. You know, the TARDIS, the Doctor, the amazing theme music, the title sequence. It's extraordinary that all happened just in one episode. It's still amazing now, and that's one of the best TARDIS entrances that there have ever been. But heaven knows what it was like for people back in 1963. Where television consisted of dull people having short conversations or very long conversations in very small rooms. This thing came on with electronic music and a police box that was bigger on the inside. He must have thought television had gone mental. And he had.
Marcus, were you a long-time Doctor Who fan? Did you belong to a Doctor Who Appreciation Society when you went to college?
I never did it formally, but no, I'm a producer.
Yeah.
I came later, but no, I've always been a huge Doctor Who fan, yeah. Love the show.
Okay, so when you watch that back, the very first episode, how does that make you feel?
I just think it's brilliant. It holds up 50 years later. I mean, the acting and the production values are amazing. You know, we often sit in meetings going, well, look, they got it right 50 years ago, so, you know, that's the bar. It was set then, they got it so right the first time.
And Mike, you watched that for the first time, is that right? On BBC4? You've not seen it before?
No, I'd never seen it.
That surprises me.
Yeah, God, it's a belting episode. Really.
What did you love about it?
Great beginning. I love the tone of it. I mean, I loved Hartnell, but I just love the tone. I sort of love it in black and white.
Yeah, it's quite scary, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a real sort of quality to it, and yeah, I just thought it had a great tone, which is so important in Who. You know, the judging the tone of the episodes, and that's what the great directors do, and it's what the great guest artists that come in do. They absolutely understand the tone of the show.
Okay, talking of that, we're going to go to your first entrance, the first time when we got to know Matt Smith as the Doctor, and this is the time of the Angels. And watch a clip now.
I'd rather do something incredibly stupid and dangerous when I do. Jump! Jump where? Just jump hard as you can. Come on, leave a faith, Bishop, on my signal. What signal? Won't miss it. Sorry, can I ask again? You mentioned a mistake we made.
Oh, big mistake. Really huge. Didn't anyone ever tell you there's one thing you never put in a trap if you're smart? If you value your continued existence, if you have any plans about seeing tomorrow, there's one thing you never ever put in a trap.
And what would that be, sir?